Hello, my name is Jackson Cleaver and this is the Tiger Hiline Online. We have 5 great stories to bring you today, including a personal profile of Andrew Morlan by Jack Jorgensen and Benjamin Rumsey, an interview with Mr. Lang by Xander Groover, an interview with Mr. Wood, also by Xander, coverage of the Volunteer Club by Kellen Chenoweth and Milo Simpson, and Women's Rugby by Daniel Mitchell and Javier Azevedo Reed. Here's Jack Jorgensen and Benjamin Rumsey with Andrew's story.
The Iowa Hawkeye Wave started before the Hawkeyes' 2017 football season. The purpose of the wave was to wave at all the children in a newly built Family Children's Hospital that overlooks Kinnick Stadium. One of these kids was Andrew Morlan, who was announced to be one of the honorable kid captains at the Iowa home football game.
I was really excited because we had been applying for a while, and it was just kind of exciting to finally find out that they had chosen me.
Andrew currently is a sophomore at Cedar Falls High School and has a twin brother, Isaac, with a sister that is a senior whose name is Abby Morlan. Families played a big role in Andrew's life, getting him through all of the hospital visits that he had attended.
Times, but obviously going to the hospital isn't always fun, but when there's a lot of people there, I think sometimes that's been his second home, and so I think he likes it there actually a lot.
Andrew has missed over a year of school, but always manages to bounce back up on his feet.
I managed to bounce back. I always get caught up, so it can be frustrating, but I eventually always do bounce back. So
Andrew was affected by twin-to-twin transfusion, which is a rare syndrome that happens in pregnancies between two identical twins where there's an uneven amount of blood flow. The survival rate for twin-to-twin transfusion is approximately 10 to 15%. And after Andrew's results came back, his mom would be the one that would end up giving him the new kidney in order to live and survive and be the person who he is today.
There more, and she's kind of almost been the second caregiver, because she's always there. If someone's not home, she's always helping Andrew out and making sure that he's doing what he needs and gets what he wants.
In fact, the nurses in Andrew's life have made a big impact that one day he wants to attend the University of Iowa and also become a nurse.
Going out for medicine and nursing, so maybe do some beginner classes there.
Andrew and Isaac are both involved with some school activities.
I'm involved with the school's esports, so that's fun.
Andrew has shown to be a positive role model at home and at school. Amazing, actually. He's always been there for me. We've always had a lot of fun. And he definitely sets a good model, just him persevering all the time.
This is Jack Jorgensen reporting for the Tiger Hiline.
Here's Xander Groover with Mr. Lang.
Yeah, the Environmental Awareness Team is a group that started last year, and what it is it's a group of students that wanted to do more to protect the environment and wanted to do more about making sure that we take care of our garbage, we take care of planet Earth. Sometimes you hear people say they want to save the planet. Well, these are the students that want to save the planet, that want to do good things for planet Earth. And it was led by a student who graduated last year, Maya Gabrielle. She was the first person with the idea, and we had about 20 or 30 students that participated last year. And here in our second year, we have about 25 students again. Well, what we hope we're doing around here, I think maybe the easiest thing to see at the high school is we have the recycling bins. So our group last year, one of the best things that we did is we got 22 recycling bins placed around the school, and the students and myself were responsible for making sure that those bins get emptied out. There's also a recycling box for plastics and aluminum in each of the classrooms, and we do our best to keep track of those, although we do fall behind every now and then. In November, we're going to do, I believe, 20 days of environmental questions and environmental information on the announcements every day. So here, starting in just a week or so, you're going to hear things on the announcements about the environment and things that we can do to protect the earth. We will also, later in the year, we'll do some things with Earth Day in April. So that's where we are right now, but who knows what the next big idea will be, and we'll hopefully continue to do things to help us at the school not just recycle, but be more sustainable, and hopefully think about not wasting things, not using so much and not wasting so much as well. But the most important project that we do, I think, is recycling. Before last year, we had no recycling at the high school, and to me that's crazy with 1,200 students every single day throwing things away into the wastebasket. So our recycling program, we probably remove 8 to 10 plastic bags, large garbage bags of plastic and aluminum almost every single week. And that's plastic and aluminum that won't go to the landfill, and instead it can be used to recycle into new plastics and new metal components. So pretty happy about that one. I think that was a really important thing for our school. Yeah, that all is Maya Gabriel. Maya was a student of mine 2 years ago in AP Environmental Science, and at the end of the year she wanted to do something more at the high school, and her main idea was the recycling effort, but as the year went on, we definitely did some more things last year as well. So I credit Maya more than I credit myself, for sure. She had the idea, and honestly, she was the one that led the meetings and helped to collect ideas. I was just the person that could kind of help make some of the things happen. The first time that we gathered plastic and aluminum, the first time that we gathered all the bags out of the recycling bins, I was with 2 or 3 students, and we went around and emptied them all at the same time. We now kind of empty them separately. We got them all out of the containers, and we put them in the back of my room, and it was 22 bags of paper, plastic, and metal that we looked at, and we knew that was not going to go to the landfill, and it was going to get reused. And that was a pretty cool moment. We were people that was the goal that we wanted to have. We want to do good things for the environment. And I turned to each of the students and I said, you guys did this. That's a really important thing. Even though in the big scheme it might seem kind of small, it takes all of us doing little things, and that will add up really, really quickly and help us to preserve the environment that we have on planet Earth for a much, much longer time. One of my goals as an environmental science teacher is to try and help people learn how to become engaged, or help them learn about things that they can do. And these students have really helped all of us out in that respect. Try to figure out, what is it? Is there one thing that I can do that is going to help the environment of the Earth out? So once again, obviously that is recycling, but there's so much more. In our 20 Days in November, we're going to tell people more about more things that can be done to protect the environment.
Here's Kellen Chenoweth and Milo Simpson with the Volunteer Club.
On Friday, October 11, 8 eager, like-minded students gathered in the counseling office with the same goal in mind: to get out into their community and make an impact. The meeting started with President Yoon Ki informing the other members of the Volunteer Club on upcoming projects. A team was headed to the food bank in the next week, and the big event on the table was their first official outing to the Habitat for Humanity Restore the next day. Despite being a relatively new club, these eager high schoolers appeared to have no hesitation in taking time away from their Saturday morning to help out. Not your typical group of volunteers, this excited collection of high school students show that the younger generation has the motivation and awareness to help out their community, and are even willing to get up before noon to do so. Local Restore manager Jeff Finker was pleasantly surprised to find out that the volunteers signed up for the Saturday morning shift were high schoolers, expecting the usual older demographic that makes up their volunteer base of about 20 people.
Growing up, I didn't do a lot of volunteering, didn't understand the importance of volunteering, right? We have a sign up on our wall up there that says we want everybody to be the Restore Trinity, right? Shopper. a donor, and a volunteer, right? So you want to do all three. And a lot of people think, well, I don't have any skills, I can't do anything. Can you move a door from this spot to this spot? Then you just helped us out. Can you unload a car that has some boxes of household goods? Boom. You know, done. Thank you.
After the volunteer club had been dormant for about a year, Senior Yoon seized the opportunity for it to start anew. Coming back from a year in France with the Rotary Exchange Program, Yoon had a new focus on the importance of helping out wherever you can.
It was really interesting, and actually it showed me, it gave me a new perspective on life. I mean, I lived in an area where there were a lot of people that were displaced by war, and a lot of people on the streets, and it just realized what our small actions to me can make such a huge impact on someone else's life. And I want to continue that here. Okay, so like today's our first day at the Restore. It's heavy lifting. I'm gonna say that. I'm a little winded. I came in here to take my jacket off. I'm a little bit weak. It's good. It's a good way to spend time with people, work together, problem solve. I'm figuring out how to move like 50 doors. There's skills that you'll carry with you. I don't know when you'll need to move 50 doors, but you'll need to move a door at some point. I really hope that other people realize how much their time and these small acts of kindness, how big of an impact they can make. It's a couple hours of your time to help rebuild someone else's home. And I hope that they feel proud of themselves. Even if they went into it thinking, oh, I don't want to be here. I hope that they leave feeling proud of themselves. And I hope that they know what they did was great. And I hope that that feeling of fulfillment will teach them to volunteer again and be part of the community.
Hard workers and great collaborators, these vibrant students focus on putting good hearts to good work. This has been Kellen Chenoweth for the Tiger Hiline, signing off.
Here's Xander once again with Mr. Wood.
This is my fifth year at Cedar Falls, my first year in this new position. I started at Wartburg College in 2005. I'm getting old. 2005, and then I graduated in 2009 with a degree in public relations and business and a minor in graphic design and leadership. And all of that, and I'm doing nothing with that degree. And then I went to UNI after that to get my master's in school counseling. Yeah, so it's a unique position because we're one of the few public schools in the state that offer a position specific for college and career counseling. So as you know, I was in school counseling for the past 4 years, and then this year a CAPS position opened up, and so they needed somebody to kind of fill in the CAPS solutions or the CAPS business. And I've been really passionate about kind of the college and career counseling side of things. Basically providing anything that has to do with what you want to do after high school. So you want to look at job shadows, you want to potentially think about getting an actual job in a certain field. That's kind of where I would be able to hopefully be able to help you out with some of those questions, answer some of those questions. Well, I spent $80,000 in student loans going to Wartburg and not really having a good understanding of what I wanted to do. And I loved everything about Wartburg and my experience, but I wish somebody would have been like, hey, why don't you actually think about what you want to do with your life while I was in high school? And so I just really want to question people and try to help them discover what they're interested in. That's a variety of different things. Some people desire to go to school, and I will support that 100%. Some people just want to get a job and work and make money. I'll support that too. But I want to make sure you have a plan, because as soon as you leave high school, you don't really have anybody holding your hand helping you out. Life kind of hits you pretty hard. As of right now, at least this semester, I'm limited in time that I'm here. So it's just Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday afternoon. You can go to the counseling webpage and just go to the contact button, and I'm still on there. And you can see my calendar and just schedule an appointment. So our entire second semester will actually be all of the Power Hour advisory lessons where everybody goes to will be all around your graduation story. So a lot of that will be doing those amazing career interest inventories that everybody loves to do. And that's kind of that first one. Once you have an idea of what you think you're good at and what you think you're interested in, then it's about exploring what those options are. So I would hope that everybody has some kind of job shadow. We will have some registered apprenticeships fairs, some college fairs available, some chances to get to college campuses. We also have college and career visitors that are here all the time. I'm just hoping people start exploring that a little bit. So there's limited time. I'm serving two what I believe to be full-time roles, and they're put into one position. So I have the caps in the morning, that's second, third, and fourth hour. So there's a lot of preparation work that goes around being prepared for that course, and then obviously following up with those students afterwards. And then in the afternoons, I'm here. So to really kind of get ahead of everything and plan accordingly, it's been pretty hard. I just have limited time, so I'm trying to do the best I can, but I know that it's not perfect. I guess most importantly, I just want people to know, like, I'm here to support, and if they have questions about anything related to what they can do now to help them after high school, I'm here. I think my ultimate goal would be able to, one, make sure that, like, I know you guys because of the role I was in as school counseling, so I'm familiar with you, but in 2 years from now, I won't have been a school counselor, so not that many people will know who I am. Those people, here's that one random dude wandering through the hallways. I hope that people know kind of what my role is, which is why I appreciate you guys doing this, just so they can then be able to better utilize the services that I have. Teachers included, just to make sure that they know that I'm available to be able to help with classes or to be able to help with lessons on college and career prep, or to have students just come see me just for stuff that, what are they doing after high school and why.
Here's Daniel Mitchell and Javier Acevedo Reed with women's rugby.
Last Monday at Irving Elementary, families, friends, and others alike attended to witness the Cedar Falls women's rugby team fight hard to take home the win against Independence. The Cedar Falls women's rugby team showcased exceptional defense, strategy, and team chemistry while on the field. There was a window of time to talk to the coach and a couple of the team members on how they thought they did on the field and how they felt the game went on that night.
It went really well. Yeah, we played pretty good. I was pretty good. I was a little tired, but pushed through it.
I think as like a new team for like our first year being out here, and like no one's really ever played any rugby for like a club team on our team.
No, because they had just started the girls team this summer.
Yeah. So I think we're doing really good, especially against some of the veteran teams that have been playing for several years. I think we're doing really good. And we have a lot of potential, and I know we're going to get really good.
It's been 3 weeks since our first game was, and then we have two more games after. Next one's home game. Yeah.
We have games every Monday until state.
Which is the 27th?
State is the 27th. Yeah, so if we make it then, that'll be really good.
I think they played well. We did a good job attacking on defense. We did a good job attacking on offense, and our goal is to spread the ball all the way across the field. The ball is the fastest thing on the field, so if we spread it out, we can score on the ends, which we were successful doing that tonight. I think we're a first-year team. We improve every week, so my goal is to win it all. If we keep playing good and keep improving and do what we practice, then we'll win it all. Next Monday, the 14th, we're going to have a game here at the same time. And then we have one more game in Mason City on October 21st, and then our state tournament will be the following weekend down in Des Moines.
It's awesome. I think it's great. Yeah, better than any other sport I've been in, honestly.
Yeah, we all get along pretty well.
It's a whole nother thing.
This is Javier Acevedo Reed and Daniel Mitchell for the Tiger Hiline, signing off.
That's all for this week, and as always, we hope you have enjoyed it. Make sure to tune in next time when we bring you more stories from the heart of Iowa.